Hi guys, haven't decided quite yet if I'm going to post this video because I'm still in the middle of recording it, but my intention is to post it, so if you're seeing this video, guess what I decided? There it is. Anyway, so it's a little bit unique topic, which I feel like I've started to say that every week, but a little bit unique topic, a little further out there than I normally would share publicly, but here it goes. My thought is that you could say maybe life, but I'll actually substitute life with the solution. But either life is difficult or as easy as you make it, or the solution to something that comes up into your situation can be as easy or as difficult as you perceive it to be. So here's what I mean. Let's just say that you've lost your job. And for whatever reason, like you fought hard, you worked hard, you don't understand it, everything seems weird. Why would it end? Oh my gosh, there goes your stability and security. You can fight hard and you can say, nope, that's where I wanted to work, or this is the industry that I wanted to stay in, and that's the only way I'm going to be happy. You can be dead set on a perspective and saying that that perspective is the only thing that matters, the only thing that's true, the only thing that you'll be happy with. Or you can say, okay, in this opportunity that I have before me of a potential job change, what do I really want to do? So you can change it in a way that ends up being a job that you love. And then you look back years from now, you look back to a time of now and say, oh, that was actually the best thing that could have happened to me, because now I'm in X career, job, whatever, that has been super amazing and the best time of my life. Or say, for example, someone breaks up with you and you're like, oh my gosh, I really love that person. What made them think that this needed to end? And you can fight tooth and nail. You can say, I'll never be happy again with anybody but that person, or at least someone very much like that person. If you instead change your perspective and say, what if I take, pros and cons list of what was going on in that relationship, and then you might actually start to notice that, well, you really compromised in a lot of ways with the way that he or she did this, or the way that he or she preferred that, or you weren't really putting yourself in the situation of the driver's seat very often. You were just kind of along for the ride. Then, if instead you choose to make a pros and cons list of your dream person, and you realize, oh my gosh, that person was nothing like what I've always wanted, and then you basically have a hard and fast boundary of, I will only be in a relationship with someone with these criteria, and I will not compromise, because look where compromising got me in the past, brokenhearted. So I say all that to say, even though I'm giving you situations, and I did start with your life is as simple or as easy or as difficult as you perceive it to be, and I changed to solutions, the solution to a problem, or the situation that you're in, even you could say, is as difficult or as easy as you perceive it to be. I feel like that applies in life in general. So I ask you, I challenge you, and I've probably done this in different words in other videos, but I ask you and challenge you to look at your life and say, what things have I always wanted to change, but I've always been scared to do it because it seems difficult to make the change? Or what things could I not change, but if I only change my perspective, could I potentially be so much happier? And so here's another one I'll give from a very personal perspective. Right now, I moved across the country a couple of years ago, and I changed my position, or my job, around the same time frame. And I thought, momentarily I will rent a room for my brother, and momentarily I will, sacrifice. I'd prefer to live on my own, but what if I tried all that and got, while I get on my feet? And I thought, oh, it'll be tough. It will be really tough, because I normally prefer to live by myself, to live with another person. But even though there have been trials, the harder I fought about, I have to live with someone else, I'm stuck in this situation, I started this new career, I can't financially handle it to live on my own quite yet, I didn't see all the good. I'm living with my brother. I lived across the country for 10 years and hardly saw my family. And now I live under the same roof as my brother, and I get to see him all the time, helping him out financially by renting a room. And it's kind of a good way to acclimate to at some point when I am married and when I am in a long-term relationship, that I'm not shell-shocked of like, oh my gosh, there's this other person in this house with me. How do I handle this? You know, it's a stepping stone. It's my brother. We're blood. We're going to get along. Ultimately, we can have moments where we butt heads. But if I had stayed in that perspective of like, oh, I got to live with somebody else because I can't financially support myself outside of renting a room yet, I could be absolutely miserable. But I found opportunities and ways to have my alone time, to support and protect my boundaries of how I need to be an individual and how I can blend with someone else. And now it's a good situation. It's saving me some money so I can save for an opportunity to be strong on my own again. And I'm seeing the good in it. Imagine how much harder life would be right now if I stayed focused on, oh my gosh, I'm living with someone else, I'm living with my brother. And you know, I mean, it's do you see even the look on my face that changed when I say these different perspectives? I look upset and then I look relieved. And so I know that I'm going to take this a very different direction for now. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich. Truth be told, I've actually never read the book, but I know that there's a phrase within it that says, if you conceive it and you believe it, then you can achieve it. And so I live and breathe that mentality of, if I conceive the possibility of something occurring and I believe that it can, then I know that I can achieve it. And you know what? There's an opportunity to get stuck and no, it has to be this way. But what if conceiving that something can and could happen, believing that it can and could happen, and achieving it was actually, that final step wasn't meant to be. It was just the steps that it took me to get to the start of a path. And then I believe, honestly, at all times, that what I conceive and what I believe, or better, is possible. And so do you see where that perspective change happened? Do you see where I realized that it could be everything that I've always wanted, or it could be one step better than everything I've always wanted, or maybe even drastically better. Maybe I didn't even realize how amazing things could be. And because I'm open to it, I'm able to experience how amazing things could be. Sound a little long-winded, and I know I kind of got off track a couple of times, but I feel this was all necessary to kind of make my point. So ultimately what I'm saying here is, I have conceived the possibility that everybody has the potential to be happy when adapting their perspective to their situation and adapting their perspective to a change that could be beautiful rather than treacherous and hard. And I believe that everybody has that capability. And I believe that you can achieve anything and everything you've always wanted to when you direct your energy into the positive aspect, regardless of what that shifts and changes and morphs into. There's so much possibility. We are so much more powerful. I hesitate to say that because it does take me down a different path of really metaphysical things, but we are so much more powerful than we honor and that we respect and that we even see. And if we only knew how capable we were, we would be laughing at how small we believe that we are and how incapable that we believe we are. But we are so much more capable than a fraction of what we've already achieved. Or sorry, we've only, that came out really weird. We've only achieved a fraction of what we are so capable of. We are such cool beings and people. And yeah, I went off on a tangent. Please know that I believe in you. I believe in the possibility of every human being on this planet to attain happiness. And I don't even mean like it's something to strive for. It's something to live into. It's a perspective shift that allows that possibility. And what's really cool is when you change your perspective into the possibility of magical things actually happen. And your awareness to the magical things that were always present is heightened. And you start to realize that, you know, there's simple joy and there's amazement and there's entertainment in just watching a squirrel chase another squirrel around a tree, or seeing a butterfly flutter around, or identifying just how happy a couple is when you see them in a park and you see just how much they love each other. And it's obviously they have their hard times too, but in that moment when you can witness that pure beauty of a connection of two people that love each other, it can just so completely warm your heart and ripple out into seeing amazing things everywhere in your day, in your life, as long as we allow it. As long as we allow the good things to come, they do. So I'll leave you with that. Hopefully this didn't seem too all over the place and you made it to the end. Hopefully this is impactful in your day, in your life, and your experience and your perspective, so that you can truly smile more often and honor that warmth in your heart and allow that to build and create amazing opportunities for you and to ripple out to other people. And be really cool to see this this thought present in so many people, this thought and this perspective present in the world in leaps and bounds. That might sound big and outlandish, but I think it's totally possible. Anyway, please comment below. See, I don't care that I fumbled over that. Whatever. Please comment below with maybe your favorite part of this video or your own perspective on how life works and the magic that you see in life every day. Butterfly, squirrel, two people that are in love, people that are happy, the joy and curiosity of a child. Oh my gosh, the innocence of children and how they perceive the world is absolutely astonishing. We could learn a lot from them. Anyway, I will end this video eventually. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment below with anything that tickled your heart, that got you excited, that made you smile. Like it, share it, whatever. Please enjoy all the videos on this channel, and I hope you find yourself having an absolutely beautiful day.